Bungie just released an update about the beta details and things we're going to see in the Destiny 2 beta launching in about a week or two. We also got to see a tour of the farm social space, and you yourself will also get to be able to tour that space in the Destiny beta. Hey everybody, Steven here. I just wanted to quickly go over what, Destiny 2 is going to have in for the beta that's coming in a couple of weeks, so you guys can kind of see what we're going to deal with. And I'm going to pop some of that stuff on screen so you can read it yourself, but I'm also going to read it off real quick here. Bungie basically just said that, your participation is critical. Obviously, this is more of a test. This is not a glorified it's not a glorified demo. It's not really, it is a beta, but I don't think this is really, they stressed a lot that this is just there for their testing purposes. They're really trying to push their game, especially since their game's only coming out in about 2 months, and we have the beta in about 2 weeks. So what you're going to be able to play in the beta is if you've already been to the reveal event and you've already been to E3, you'll know what they come in for, with maybe a couple new additions. We're going to have the Homecoming opening mission and cinematics from the Destiny 2 campaign. We're going to have, of course, the Crucible map Crucible game mode countdown, probably with a new map. Control is coming back, so we're actually getting 2 PvP game modes. I was kind of hoping that the second mode was maybe another new mode. We already know what Control is, but now maybe Control will be different with 4 people and a new map, so maybe that'll change up the Control really well. We're going to have the Inverted Spire Strike, which is what they've already shown us. And then we're going to have all 3 new subclasses: Dawnblade's Warlock, Arcstrider Hunter, and Sentinel Titan. Now, they did not say that we are going to be able to play as the alternative classes, so the new Titan revamped Striker, the Gunslinger doesn't look like it'll be playable for the Hunter, and I'm assuming, even though they haven't talked about it a lot for the Warlock, the Void version subclass of the Warlock will probably also not be playable. And here's where the farm comes in for the social space on Earth that we're gonna see a little bit in this video right here. But for an hour on Sunday, July 23rd, we're inviting you to tour the new social space in Destiny 2. Starting at 10 a.m. Pacific, you're welcome to kick the ball into the net or befriend a chicken, because there's things to do here. Most vendors and services, of course, probably aren't going to exist, and our goal is to see how many of you can fit. I mean, it's like what they did for the moon on Destiny 1's beta. They just said, everybody go to the moon, and we're going to see how we can work it. And it's pretty much here. They're just going to do that with the social space. We know the social space is going to be able to hold up to 25 to 26 Guardians, so that's a good way to test that out and see how much the social space can handle. But then Bungie says what you shouldn't suspect is clan support. We're not going to get any sort of real clan support look into the beta, but that's okay. That's normal. It's not really a big idea. It's not really a big deal in the beta to have clan support be a thing. Character progression. They didn't say there won't be any, but it does not represent how your character will evolve in Destiny 2. And then continuity, obviously, you're much like the Destiny 1 beta. Your progress from that Destiny beta will not carry over to the full game. So if your progress in beta for Destiny 2 will not carry over to the full game of Destiny 2 when it launches on September 6th. Also, if you had played the beta, and you're going to be playing the beta the next couple of weeks, you're going to have the ability to get a beta emblem. And this is only going to be acquirable here, and apparently, you're going to have a chance to get this emblem. I'm going to definitely get it. I'm definitely going to be playing the beta and seeing how it goes. And now I'm just going to take a small tour of the social space. IGN did a great first recap here, and here's a little bit of the video. And in it, they tour around, they meet a chicken. We see that soccer is kind of like a little bit of the new social activity that's going to be happening, because in the original tower, we had the glowing orbs we could kind of knock around, but we didn't really have anything to do in the tower, so when we were waiting, it was just a lot of standing around. The soccer is a nice enjoyment, and Bungie talked about a little about how they're trying to kind of make the social spaces feel more real and have things to do and be interesting. We see that Tyra Karn, our Cryptarch, is back, which is fine. Rahul doesn't look like he got out of the tower, thank God. But I liked Tyra when she was in the mountain. But I gotta wonder, like, we go to the farm, but why can't we go back to Fellwinter Peak? Why can't we go back there? Like, is it surrounded? Did it get taken? Well, they never kind of answer that, so hopefully we'll get a little bit of explanation why she moved from the peak down to this farm on Earth. I would be very interested to see why that happens. They talk a little bit about some of the Crucible robots. We see some, some robot units in Crucible gear. So I don't think this is gonna have anything to do with a Crucible mode. If it did, like some sort of weird, like, I don't know, MOBA-esh mode, that'd be kind of cool. But I think they're just a storyline. They iterate that it's maybe a storyline that we'll see later on in the future, and Shaxx will have, something to deal with that. And then the final thing, we see that there's a shard of the Traveler in the distance. So obviously the Traveler is getting beat up. They're cutting the Traveler open. It's like peeling it back like an onion. They're just ripping into it, trying to see what's inside or trying to get into the light. But man, the social space looks cool. They show Guardian warp away. I'm excited for the social space again. And then, remember, on the Sunday, on July 23rd, the last day of the beta for Destiny 2, for about an hour. I wish it was a little bit longer, but only for an hour. And this is just a stress test. You can, starting at 10 a.m. Pacific, whatever your relative time is to that if you're watching this video, you can go ahead and check that out. I'm going to be there. You can look for me. It's going to be my gamer tag. It should be in my profile. I'll link it to the clan page. But, man, I'm excited for the beta, but I'm also apprehensive. I'm a little disappointed that we're not going to be able to see any of the adventure stuff and a little bit of the open world. And, it was pointed out to me that maybe it's not the best idea to have the open world. They maybe want to hold their hand back a little bit to kind of, keep it back a little bit and see what they can do, and just kind of, this is a stress test, this isn't really a demo. But we're not really seeing too much new here. I really wish we were seeing more from the Destiny 2 beta, because I'm still looking at these numbers, and this is Bungie's chance to kind of get the general populace to play the game and see if that's a game they want to go back to. Like, my problem is if they see just like, oh, it's a strike, oh, it's a campaign mission, and there's new subclasses, and there's like a PvP mode. This feels a lot like Destiny 1, and I don't want people to get that impression from this. I want them to feel like it's Destiny 2, but I felt like Bungie maybe need to show us just a little bit more. I'm fine to bring Control in for another PvP mode. That's at least going to keep us on there a little bit longer. But we'll see. I'm apprehensive, but I am very excited for the beta. Anyway, guys, that's the video here. Just wanted to give you some quick Destiny beta update and a little bit of information on the new social area we are going to be able to tour. Thanks for sticking around the video. I hope I'll see all of you in the beta. Feel free to, leave your gamer tags if you're playing on Xbox One in the comments below. I will be on hopefully all 4 days, and I really hope to meet up some people. But regardless, thanks for watching the video, and I'll keep in touch, guys. Bye.